Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Lukenessmonster, and this is my review of the Damiensaber Luke Skywalker V2 FX lightsaber. Thank you so much to Damiensaber for actually sending me this lightsaber to review. So big shout out to you guys, and of course, I'm still going to be completely honest in this review. Now, before we do get into a lot of the cool features that this lightsaber does offer, I do want to take a close look at some of the specs. It does come with this like acrylic stand that you can stand it on, as well as a blade plug if you do want to display it or have it like as a cosplay or anything like that. It does have a blade plug as well. Now, picking this lightsaber up, as you can see, it is actually a base lit saber, and so the LEDs are at the base of the saber and not in the blade. So we will get the blade attached here in just a second, but I gotta say, this lightsaber is a complete work of art. It is very, very finely polished, and it just looks stunning. It is by far the cleanest looking lightsaber in my collection, and I do have quite a few. And I gotta say, it really is a work of art. Now, as far as the blade plug goes, as you can see, if you go and you try to put it in, it actually doesn't fit. It is not, it's actually not small enough to fit in the hilt the way that it is shipped, but it does actually fit into the saber. What you do have to do is unscrew the bottom of it here, and once that's all done, you can actually then insert it in the front of the hilt here, and it looks very, very nice. And of course, you can tighten the blade screws here onto it so it stays in place. Now, before we do get the blade plugged into this thing and we check out all the features, I do want to compare it to the other Episode 6 Luke lightsaber that I have. This is the Hasbro Force FX lightsaber, and this is the original version, not the Force FX Elite. It's just the standard Force FX version, and as you can see, they are leaps and bounds different. Now, obviously, the finish is the biggest difference, where the Damiensaber version is this nice chrome metallic, while the Hasbro version is not that polished finish at all. And then the other big difference is the little neck of the saber here. On Hasbro's version, since the blade has to plug all the way in here, because it is that like LED lightsaber, they can't pretty much thin the neck of the saber down, and so you have this really, really thick, ugly neck on the saber. But with the Damiensaber being base lit and not LED lit like this one, it's able to have that thin neck here to where it's that nice Episode 6 Luke look that we all know and love. And I think that's got to be my favorite part about this saber, is that you can actually have the blade in and swing it around and everything, and it still have that like screen accurate thin neck look. Now, we are going to do a few quick hilt comparisons here as well. This is the Disney Parks Darth Vader hilt next to this Episode 6 Luke Damiensaber hilt. And I gotta say, they both look really dang good together. The Vader hilt is actually very, very hefty and very heavy. The Damiensaber one is actually built for dueling, and so it's very light and very swingable. And so I think that really just depends on personal preference, which one you like more. Do you like that heavier, sturdier feel, or do you like that lighter swingability? Either way, though, these two lightsabers together would make a great Episode 6 lightsaber display. And then we also have the Force FX Kit Fisto saber here from Hasbro, and I think these two lightsabers look really good together as well. Alrighty, so we got the blade in the saber here. We also have my studio lights off so we can actually see the blade. But we're going to be going over all of the cool like lightsaber fonts and colors that this thing has, because it's got a ton of different colors and lightsaber fonts. It's not just green like a Hasbro saber. So to turn it on, you slide down this little thing and you hold the button until the voice says power on.
Power on.
And so after that, you just slide the little thing back up, and it actually has this super cool feature, which is like twist on, where you just flick your wrist and it turns on. Like that. And as you can see, it is a very bright saber. It is definitely brighter towards the bottom than it is towards the top. But it mainly shows up like that on camera. In person, it is a lot harder to see. Another super cool feature is that it has a smooth swing. But when you swing it, it actually reacts to the swinging motion. Which is super cool, and a lot of the Hasbro versions don't have that. It also has flash on clash. And then, of course, to turn it off, you just flick your wrist back the other way. There is a color change mode, but I found the easiest way to change the color is actually just going through all the different saber fonts. And to do that, when the power is off, you just hold down on this button until it changes the font.
The Third Hunter.
So we're on the Third Hunter now is the name of this font. We turn it on and it's this big, flashy, red lightsaber. Definitely gonna give somebody a seizure.
The sun.
The next one is called the Sun. This one is a bright, like, cayenne blue. And I absolutely love this color blue. It is very, very nice, very stunning. Looks amazing. Here's the Protector, which is like a bright Obi-Wan blue. Love that one. There's also an unstable mode that you can turn on. So it's like this flashy Kylo Ren crackly look. I think it's interesting. This one is one of my favorites. It's called the Dark Sword. And let's turn it on here. And it is like white-ish purple like the Darksaber. But the smooth swing on this is super satisfying. This one is called New Horizon. It is a yellow color. And all of these do have unique saber fonts, so they all sound different as well. And there's also a mute mode on this, so if you want it to be completely quiet, you can have that as well. I really like that because I like hanging these on the wall, but I don't like the sound that it makes sometimes, so if I just want to display it with the light on the wall, I can do that. And there is also a lightsaber change color mode, to where it'll just cycle through all the colors. You can select one, and it'll stay on that color, which I think is great. Now I do want to compare the two here with a Force FX Elite lightsaber. This is the Sidious saber, to where the blade LEDs are actually in the blade here compared to just the hilt like the Damiensaber. So to ignite the Damiensaber, this is what it looks like. And to ignite the Force FX Elite, this is what it looks like. And so with the Damiensaber version, you don't get that like igniting effect in the actual blade, but that does come along with the price. The Force FX Elite saber here is $250, while this version of the Damiensaber is only $200. And then I do want to show the fact that this Force FX Elite does not have smooth swing, and so this is what it sounds like when you swing it. And so I do think the addition of the smooth swing on the Damiensaber here is a huge improvement. So overall, I gotta say, I actually really love this lightsaber. The fact that it has that skinnier neck to where it's actually accurate to Return of the Jedi, and it has that smooth swing effect that a lot of those Hasbro Force FX Elite sabers don't have, it is such a great value for a $200 lightsaber. And Damiensaber does have a ton of different lightsaber choices up on their website. A few of my favorite ones are ones like Kyle Katarn, Shin Hati, Starkiller with that exposed crystal, and even one like the Grand Inquisitor. All of these are super cool looking sabers, and I have to say, if they are anything like this lightsaber that Damiensaber sent to me, I can guarantee that they're going to be high quality. And for a limited time, you can choose from any of Damiensaber's HX series lightsabers and use code LUKENESS at checkout for 5% off. So overall, for the price of the saber, for only being a $200 saber, I think that the features are incredible, and I would definitely go and pick up a Damiensaber over one of those Hasbro Force FX Elite sabers any day. And again, I'm being completely 100% honest here. This is my personal opinion. I have fallen in love with this lightsaber. Anyway guys, that is going to do it for this video though. If you did enjoy, hit the like button, subscribe, and let me know down in the comments if you want to see more lightsaber reviews like this one. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye!